Okay, is it live?
Yep.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Good
Marlene.
evening. Hi.
How are you? How is everyone doing this evening?
That's great.
Happy hump day.
Fantastic.
Tony Bell is here.
Hey,
Marlene is
what up,
here.
what up?
I'm here.
I am here. And we are here to talk some talk because guess what, everyone? And of course, everyone that's here all the Tommy Cats. This is Tommy's YouTube channel. And we are coming in today. We have our little episode, our portion, our contribution to the show and to the YouTube channel. And hopefully you guys like it today. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, but mainly we're going to be hitting different topics. So we're not going to just spill the tea. We're going to cut the cake and we're going to eat the cake. How about that?
That's a lot.
We're doing it all. So we're not just cutting, we're eating the cake. I want to welcome Tony Bell first because of course he is the travel franchise owner and he's making this cruise happen. And hopefully you guys have booked your cabin, put your deposits down because we are ready to rock on May 6th.
That's right. That's
Through
right.
May
Let's
9th, 2022. And as what I was told and what I was watching today on the news, that actually the numbers have gone down in Florida.
Yeah,
And that's where, the numbers are. I think we're actually maybe number one or the top 5 in the country with all of the numbers that with COVID cases. So that's a good thing. So I was happy to hear that.
Good news.
Happy to hear that. And we have Marlene here. I want to introduce Marlene before we move forward. Marlene, tell us a little about yourself. This is my girl, Marlene.
Hi. Well, yes, I'm Renita's girl. I am a New Jersey educator. I've been teaching for about 25 years, originally from New York, and I'm just an East Coast girl. That's it.
That is right. And Marlene is going to weigh in on a couple of topics and things that we're talking about. Marlene has a gift of gab. And when we were in the same building, Marlene, she actually chaired a lot of the productions that we had in our workplace. Right, Marlene? Yeah, and Marlene is just great. She gets up there. She's great. We're one and the same. And that's why we've connected. And that's why we're still friends.
Wow. Absolutely.
Yes. She actually was my neighbor in Jersey, right? And we had our dog friends. Our dog used to play together in the
bricks. In
the bricks. Shout out to the bricks. Anyone watch from Jersey, from the bricks? Love you. Shout you out because
I love you too.
100 and real.
That's right.
Right?
You know it.
Now, Tony, guess what? I want to just chat with you real quick. I talked to Cheryl Foxy Brown.
What? I have not spoken to Cheryl in ages.
And when I told her, she's going to be a cupcake too. So she'll be coming in on Sunday. And by the way, everyone will be coming back on Sunday. I'm trying to look at this thing here. We'll be back on Sunday with some more cupcakes to eat some cake and cut some cake as well. So she was like, oh, I have to get in contact with Tony Bell, because she's in LA.
Yeah, right.
What's up to Foxy Brown?
I love it. Yeah, we're childhood friends. That is my girl.
That's your neighbor.
Way back.
Essex County, New Jersey, up the hill.
You know it.
So she's super excited. She's coming on a cruise, and she'll be back here on Sunday with us. And she had to do a photo shoot today. And she'll just talk about all this stuff. But she was like so excited when she found out. And she has some things.
That's my girl. So
that's home. Like that is home.
That is home.
That is
my home
all
girl.
the way. And we sat and chatted and cracked up and laughed for like hours yesterday.
Wow, that's cool.
She has some things that are going on in LA that she's going to be contacting you about, but she has all your information. But I just wanted to say that on the air because she'll be watching.
Yeah, we were chatting on Facebook and stuff, but I have not. I've not spoken to her. I have not spoken to her in a while.
She's doing great. So
good.
Yeah, shout out to everyone on the East Coast, Jersey, West Coast. We all have it going on.
I love.
And I want to go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
I said I got love for you too, West Coast.
Exactly. So Tony, tell us more about the trip. I mean, we had the dates, but because you are the official coordinator, you are the guru, and it's your franchise, your business, and I want to let people know again because our numbers are growing, and we have different facets of organizations and groups that are also going to be joining us on the cruise in May.
Absolutely. I love it. So May 6th through May 9th, you mentioned it right on the wonderful Freedom of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's ship. It's going to be fantastic. And I'll tell you, and maybe what we end up doing, hopefully I can start with this with sharing my screen, if that's okay.
Go right ahead.
And show this video. Let's see here. All right. There we go. Okay, so I'm getting there.
I'm trying to learn these buttons here.
I know, right?
You know who is always over here? And I wanted to use my laptop, but
so many buttons.
Long story. But here we are.
Crazy.
Okay, we don't see it.
Oh, you don't see it?
Yeah, wait, maybe I should click this. Okay, there we go. Do we have the volume up?
Ooh, lovely.
Hey, to all the positive people, are you ready for the Caribbean getaway? Yes, we are sailing to Nassau, Bahamas for 4 days and 3 nights on the fabulous Freedom of the Seas Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. The dates are May 6th to May 9th, 2022. So reserve your cabin now. The rooms are going fast, so get your room as soon as you can. Details are in the link to register, and that is on the YouTube channel for Tommy Williams. And Supercats, guess what? We have something special just for you, so we don't want you to miss out. And please don't miss the boat. It's going to be a movie, y'all. And CDC safety precautions will be in place. See you there.
Wow.
Nice.
And Renita, let me
That was that.
wonderful.
Tommy, you had the volume? The volume.
Whoop.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I am so psyched. I'm so psyched and I'm super excited. But tell us more. Tell us more, Tony. The volume wasn't that great. Someone in the chat said that the volume.
Oh, the volume wasn't good. Yeah, it's crazy. I had it all the way up too, so that was really weird. I have it like all the way up to. So I don't know if it's something with the. Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, that's fine. We'll work on that.
Cool.
Someone
Yep,
in the chat
that's cool.
couldn't really hear it. So
So absolutely, it's leaving out of Miami for 4 days, 3 nights. Freedom of the Seas. It's one of their largest ships. I'll tell you, there's so much to do on this ship as well. So of course, it's going to go to Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island in the Bahamas, and then it's going to go to Nassau, Bahamas as well. So you get 2 ports in those 4 days, which is fantastic. The rest of the time, you'll have so much to do on the ship. There's tons of stuff to do on that ship. Everything from if you want to get a massage, you can get a facial if you want. You can enjoy a show, like almost like a Broadway type show. You can see a comedian. You can just kind of walk down the promenade and be able to shop. You go on a number of shore excursions. Tons to do on this ship. There's a flow rider, which kind of allows you to be a little bit of a surfer if you want to. So as far as any activities that you want to do outdoors, there's tons of stuff to do out there as well. Swimming, 11 different bars and restaurants that you can check out. They have specialty restaurants as well, like a steakhouse, an Italian restaurant called Giovanni's. So just so much to do on the ship. And I had the opportunity not to go on the Freedom, but I went on a similar ship, pretty much around the same size, but hit the very same ports. And I can tell you, when we got to Coco Cay, which is that private island, tons of stuff to do on Coco Cay. I can tell you the majority of everything, for the most part, just to walk around the island and get around is free. There are some things that cost, like if you want to do the hot air balloon. There's some other things as well that you can get into there, but they have a little beach, they have a pool, they have, a little bit of everything. A lot of free food on the island as well. So you can kind of walk around and get some sun and get some beach time in, and it's all good.
Now on this ship itself, what type of water sports are we looking at?
Yeah, so flow rider is definitely one of them. The other water sports, you have a number of different pools on the ship as well that you can, participate in, and yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good, because a lot of us are water people, and that's the first thing we're going to be looking at. And in May, the weather's fabulous. It's right before hurricane season, so we were in the clear, and with CDC regulations. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on right now?
Yeah. So right now, what's happening with CDC regulations, and keep in mind that this is probably going to change a little bit right in May, especially when things start to lift up and lighten up a little bit. But as of now, you do have to be vaccinated if you're over the age of 11. Okay. And what's probably going to happen, quite frankly, is that ages 2 to 11, because we just got clearance, right, for a lot of these vaccines for some of our younger folks, where they're going to have to be vaccinated as well before they can get on the ship. So you have to show proof of vaccination, and you have to make sure that you have a negative COVID test with no more than 2 days prior to getting on the ship.
Okay. Can you repeat one more time? How many days? Can you repeat that again for everyone to listen?
2 days. And that's now, right? So that may change, but let's go by the regulations as they are today.
Okay.
So 2 days, within 2 days. So if you're leaving on a Saturday, then you got to make sure that you have a negative COVID test, on that Thursday. Now, what's good about it is Royal Caribbean does have take-home tests where you can get a test sent to you. I can always give the link and everything else. It is a minor cost, but other than that, you can go to your local CVS, pretty much get a quick antigen test, for a rapid antigen test pretty quickly for nothing. So, that might be the best bet as well. It's usually a quick turnaround. Even at a CVS or a Walgreens, you have a turnaround of maybe the most a day for a rapid test.
Fantastic.
Oh, and on the ship too. So one of the things I wanted to mention too, just on the ship in terms of safety precautions. So they've changed their air filtration systems to be more like the airplane, so that you definitely have a lot more of the recycling air versus kind of that still air that of course could lead to some of the or many of these viruses. So they definitely have that going on. Tons of stations to be able to wash your hands, which is fantastic. So before you even go into the dining room, you have to stop at the sink. The attendants will tell you, stop at the sink, wash your hands, and you're well on your way.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that information. Something else, I know a couple of people were emailing me today, and they were asking about, the all-inclusiveness in terms of so what am I actually going to get in terms of, we know we're going to be getting the water sports and all the activities. What else is going to be included in the rates? And do you have a breakdown? I know the breakdown of the rates were on the commercial just now. We also have them available on the link on the community page on Tommy's YouTube channel, Tommy Williams, the YouTube channel. But what are the rates right now? Because they're very, very inexpensive. Can I just?
Yeah, it is. And in fact, the rates kept going down, which is great. And I even need to check again just to see if there might be another reduction. But as of now, as I'm looking at these rates, so for an inside cabin, you're talking about $408 per person. Okay, so and that's based on double occupancy. So it would be $816 for the cabin. Okay, $408 per person. If you're dividing it between the two people that would be staying in the cabin. For an ocean view room, it's $922 for the cabin, $461 per person. And then for a balcony room, you're talking about $1,090 for the cabin, $545 per person. And what does that include? Well, that basically includes of course, your cabin. It includes your food. So don't worry, you will not starve. You will have access to all the dining rooms, with the exception of the specialty dining. So there are these specialty dining opportunities like the steakhouse, like the Italian restaurant. There is a cost to those restaurants. And it's probably best to book those in advance, at least if you have, a special night that you might want to engage in that type of dining activity. But other than that, you have your main dining room. And I'll tell you, I've eaten in the main dining room where you get your breakfast, your dinner. It is phenomenal. The food is so good. Or you can go up to, I think it's a Windjammer. It's a lot less formal, and you can eat there as well. They don't do buffet anymore. Okay? Right. So it's still laid out the same way where there's a buffet, but you are being served versus you serving yourself. That's the only difference. So there'll be an attendant standing there at the station where you might normally have served yourself, and they will serve the food for you.
How's that sound, Marlene?
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I can't wait. This will be my first time traveling with Royal Caribbean, and I am so excited. Sounds fantastic.
Well, what other cruise lines have you traveled on, Marlene? What else? What other cruise lines have you been on? What is ship?
Norwegian and Carnival.
Okay.
Nice.
Very
now,
nice.
what do you think of Carnival?
Laid back, um, laid back and casual.
Okay.
Yeah, I took Carnival. We took Carnival up to Canada, and we went to the Caribbean with Norwegian. Norwegian was definitely more formal.
Yes.
And
Yes.
a teeny bit stuffy, but good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You hit it right on the nail. But we, Royal Caribbean, like when I first moved to Florida, I actually worked for the cruise line at the airport. And basically, just to see them all, MCM, Royal, Celebrity, Carnival. I mean, when the Royal crew, when the guests came in, I mean, you could see the difference of the people and the passengers that are coming on the ship. And, Royal Caribbean always had that lively, not too crazy. I mean, it wasn't like Animal House, but it was like, like vibing. It was like the vibe was just like everybody was just ready to just have a good time. And that's what I always liked about Royal Caribbean. Carnival, it's like everything goes.
You don't have to dress. You don't have to dress for dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, but I felt like Royal Caribbean was like had the mix of everything.
Yep.
When you do Norwegian or like you were saying, it's more formal. And of course, when you go to Alaska cruises, I mean, that's a whole different level. But I think we nailed it, and I think for our audience, the audience on this platform, it's a perfect fit. And I think
Royal has gotten so much better with trying to adhere to just a number of different audiences. Because I remember the days when I went on Royal way back in the 80s, 90s, and it was so much more formal. It was much more formal. It was normally a much older crowd, whereas now they're really trying to kind of gear more towards a younger crowd and kind of just a fuller experience and different types of folks in different ages.
Exactly. Well, we're excited. We're also going to be planning. Tony and I, we are planning on some events during the cruise, and we have a committee as well of other the Tommy Cats actually that are a part of it in terms of planning what's going to be going on. So not only we're going to be with other people, but we're of course going to have our own things going on during the cruise.
Wow, Renita, wow, you're really making me excited.
So how I am. I love the party, so it's like we're going to be making some special things, and it'll be like an itinerary that you'll be seeing coming down the pipeline. And we're going to reveal it beforehand because we want you to know and what to purchase and what to buy and things that you might need. But there will be some events that we are planning and some games and maybe some scavenger hunts and stuff like that. So
nice.
So look forward to that, everyone. I just want to say hi to Spoiled Princess with a heart. How are you? I'm sending you a virtual hug too. Spoiled Princess. She's doing a lot of talk. Do you see anyone else in the chat? You guys want to respond? Because I can't really move this laptop.
Yeah, I was looking a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I see Apple Crescent. Thanks, Apple Crescent, for putting everything in the chat.
Apple Crescent's always on it.
He's always there. You can always depend on Apple Crescent.
Always.
She's right on time down under. But Apple Crescent, I have your package for you now that I have your new postage information. So I'm going to be headed over to FedEx actually this weekend to send it to you. So, we had the trouble at the very beginning of the pandemic where Australia, they weren't receiving any packages from the United States. That was like for a couple of months, but it looks like things are open up. And again, thank you for the packages, Apple Crescent. They're great. Actually, I have something on my kitchen oven right now from you, and she sends like a lot of nice little memorabilia and souvenirs from Australia. I'm like, wish I can get there soon. But thank you. You're so sweet. And hope to see you on the cruise, Apple Crescent. Definitely want to see you on the cruise. Definitely. Right. Yes. But we are just, again, very excited. And again, if anyone has any questions for Tony, you can get his information on the link, the cell information, email information. If you want to put it up, you can do so. Boogie, stop. You guys know Boogie's right here. He's around. He's looking for water right now.
Boogie.
I really don't want to remove myself from this, visual here because I'd like to see the playback tomorrow. But all I can say is that we are just really looking forward. And please put your deposits down. Like,
Yeah, please.
Put them down.
So
I mean, how much do you have a deadline? What is a deadline?
So the deadline right now is January 15th.
Okay, I'm going to pull myself out for a minute.
January 15th to get your deposits in.
All right.
Okay. But the sooner the better.
Absolutely. I actually should get mine's in end of November, but I'm going. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I don't know. Can they see what the link that I'm putting in the chat? I don't know if everybody can see it or not. I put it in what says private chat, but it does say chat with the host and other guests. So I'm hoping it's going through, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I see it in private chat. I'm not
sure
about comments either.
Yeah, comments. That's the thing. I'm wondering if I can get it in comments.
Okay. Hi. All right. So in the private chat, Tony has his.
You can't hear.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're trying to just put his information in. If you say it, Tony, maybe Apple Crescent can just type it in. If you want to do it that way, your cell phone number, or how would you want people to contact you? The first way to contact you, what would you like?
It's 678-520-4743.
Okay.
678-520-4743. That is my direct number. That's not even my business number. I'm giving you to get to me directly. This is just for the Tommy Cats.
Yes.
The other people have to call a different number. They got to call my business number.
This number and no prank call.
So I'm giving you guys the real deal.
Okay, I'm trying to type it in here, but Apple Crescent has it. Thank you. She's on it.
All right, perfect.
Let me delete mine then. Okay. All right, perfect. Well, there you go, everyone. Can you just put Tony Bell, Apple Crescent? Because I was going to just type his name in and travel.
And there's no zero, and there's no zero at the end there.
Okay, so take the zero out.
Extra zero there at the end.
All right. Yeah. So what else is going on, Marlene? What's happening in Jersey? How's that nor'easter? Did you guys have school canceled out yesterday?
Yes, we did. But it was funny. You know, everyone was really concerned about Ida and what we've previously went through. And so they canceled school yesterday. But by 12 o'clock, it was fine.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It was fine. So, but, you know, better safe than sorry.
Exactly. I can just remember Sandy. And that was like so unexpected. And it was really, everything was shut down. You couldn't even leave the house. Right. They had orders where you couldn't leave the house. You would actually get a citation if you were driving, Tony. You remember that?
Wow.
And then people had gallons of gasoline. They were selling it. They were all
funny.
Broad Street. This is in Newark, you guys. Newark, New Jersey. They were just selling it for like $70 for like a 1 gallon. It was unbelievable.
It was crazy. Yeah, I wasn't even in Jersey then. I think I was in Atlanta at the time. My parents were still here.
Okay.
They were stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, they were stuck. Yeah.
So I'm glad everyone has actually gotten through that nor'easter, because that was serious. I watched some footage on the news and I couldn't believe it. But I said, you know what? And it's so funny because we're in hurricane season down here and nothing's really happened. We had a little thunderstorm.
Not wood.
Not wood, so far, right.
Not going there. But it's, we're in hurricane season and it's like we haven't really got hit hard at all, which is a great thing because when it hits down here in Florida, it hits.
Yeah.
We don't want anything to go to the left or to the right. But
I understand. Well, Renita, you asked what's going on. Well, Saturday I went to my first concert in the pandemic, post-pandemic. I saw Let Us See and oh my God, Music Soul Child.
Music Soul Child. I saw your post and I love them both.
I do too. He's my dude.
My gosh.
Happy to be out, and then like I say, my first concert post-pandemic. So pre-war.
Wow.
That was a really good show.
Excellent.
Excellent show.
Excellent. Let Us See sang her behind off.
I love
And you know what Music Soul Child does. He has the hits.
Oh, I love him. I mean, you can rock to him, really.
Yeah.
I love Music Soul Child. You know, he's like a lot of anthems. He has, and he's definitely on it. My Aunt Dana, who's actually another cupcake, she was there. She lives in Maryland, and she and her husband traveled just to go to the show.
Oh,
And,
wonderful.
they were there. She posted. You guys are posting at the same time. I'm like, oh my God. Listen, everyone is up in the pack.
Wonderful. And I'm hoping we have a lot of music on our cruise.
Oh yes. Now tell us about the live music and DJ and
even if we have to make our own, but absolutely. You know what's good about it is there's always live music playing. And what I like is it's a variety. They'll play a little calypso, they'll play a little R&B, play a little everything. So there will be live music. Usually it's by the pool. But even at night, you'll definitely have the club that's open with the DJ that'll be playing on a regular, and they play a little bit of everything. But I tell you, if we get in there strong and we go up to the booth and say, "Hey, this is our playlist,"
right?
We'll make
because we can regulate it like that.
That's right. Hey, that's what we'll do.
I like that. I like
it. We'll run it.
And some of us, we just may get up there and do some karaoke. Oh,
karaoke, yes. We need a king and queen of the karaoke. We might even have a contest.
Love it.
And there are going to be a couple of little contests, and maybe a little white party, maybe a little theme, some themes here and there. But we will let everyone know when way before January. We're going to have it already. We're going to have it laid out before January, before the new year. So that'll give everyone time to kind of like pull everything together. But the weather is going to be at least, the 80, 90 easily. Maybe not triple digits, maybe so, because we are going to be going to the
something comfortable.
We're going to be at the Bahamas. But right. So what about the first port of call? I wonder, where's the first port? Is it Nassau or is it Coco Cay?
Yeah, the first one should be Coco Cay.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one should be Coco Cay, and then Nassau after that. So Coco Cay, it's nice because it's their own, it's their own thing, it's their own island, right? So they get to kind of manage it how they wish. What's nice too is if there's anybody that has trouble walking or anything like that, there's a tram, free tram that goes around the entire island. So if you're just kind of tired of walking, the island's not that big anyway, but just in case, they do have that available as well.
Looking forward.
I'm trying to put your information in the chat. Dream Vacations, right, Tony?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I put the Ready to Book link in there, as well as my email address in there.
678-520-4743. Okay, I'm gonna post it. Let's see. Hopefully it goes through. Okay, I forgot Tommy doesn't have a touch screen. I'm so used to touch screens all day. I told you this thing was antiquated. He has to get a new one. And it was so funny because I have mine set up like right here. I'm saying, I just want to use mine. He's like, no, you got to use this one because I have all the keys here. I'm like, listen, if I have to go up here, squint, do anything, that's it. Because I never come, I don't come on here. I said, I'm going to, get in, come out, go do some things here and there. But I said, just make it happen. So he tried to increase the font on the screen, but it's so matted. This is like I've never seen. I'm just used to a shiny screen and a touch screen, and I think we all are used to something on that level. But he's just used to his dinosaur stuff. But that's okay.
You're managing.
I'm managing. I can't. I do have my readers ready, but
you're working it out.
Things, but yeah, okay. So Tony Bell, did I put? Okay, there it is. I did put it in there. Okay. All right, so that's there. Okay, we're working. We're moving.
Good.
But again, you got everyone. Welcome. Boogie's here. I had to give him his water. Boogie, please stay. I want to just get through this broadcast and, have it just go very smoothly. And I'm just really happy that everyone is coming in and joining us. Again, welcome to the meeting in the powder room. And again, where we don't drink the tea or talk the tea, we cut the cake and we eat it as well. So, hi, Natasha Walther. Okay, we're going to try to get, really look at everything and see everyone and shout out to everyone. But again, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you so much. It's good seeing you all. I mean, I know I see a lot of Tommy Cats on here, Super Cats. We haven't forgotten about you. There's going to be something special, as we said on the commercial, for the Super Cats. Tony's putting that together now. So that will be for the Super Cats. And please, if you're not one, be Super Cat. You know, we do have some things that we would like to catch up on. We do have a book that was voted on. Well, not I wouldn't say voted on, but something that was selected. And I'd like to share that with you. We did read The Coffee Bean, but there's a new one. I don't want to release it now because I just want to make sure that only the Super Cats have that exclusivity on that. So we'll talk about that a little later. But I just wanted to shout out the Super Cats. And again, if you haven't ordered your mask, order your Positive Vibes mask, order your morning time cup. I'm drinking out of mine now. You can put it in the microwave. It doesn't burn. This handle here is cool as a cucumber. But I'm just like,
I gotta get that mug.
Yeah, you do. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a trivia contest. Who's gonna win a mug?
What?
Let me get my little bell here. Tommy, he knows I love my bell. Oh my gosh, Tony, where's the yellow bell? All right, when you need it, where is it? I know we always keep. I have like, okay, there it is.
Oh,
okay.
there you go.
Okay. You know
what? That bell handy, Marlene.
I have like 3.
Marlene had that bell handy.
You know what? We think alike, and you know why we think alike? Because we use those a lot. I have like 4 or 5 in my classroom. But my yellow one is probably we had the housekeepers come here the other day, and I think it just was moved somewhere. But oh, Natasha, thank you. So trivia contest, everyone. All right, so here we go. Tony, would you like to actually pose a question to the viewers about the cruise? And let's see who the lucky winner is to answer in the chat first.
Yeah. So let's see. A real easy one. So name one of the ports that we will be heading to.
All right, let's see the first one. Who would the lucky winner be? Name one of the ports. That is your question. The winner will receive a Morning Time mug for the Tommy Cats. One of the ports.
An easy one.
That's an easy one.
That's easy.
Come on. Who's the first one? You guys can see that. You guys can see it, right?
Yeah.
Name one of the ports. There's actually 3. Okay. Is that correct?
I'll give it to her.
You give it to her?
Bahamas. Okay. I mean, both of them are Bahamas, but I would like something a little bit more specific.
Let's be more. We need more.
More specific. We got Beverly. Coco.
Oh, Beverly.
No, Coco Bay. No, it's not Coco Bay. No.
Wow.
No.
We need some more.
Oh, look at Apple Crescent.
Is that it?
Got it, Nassau.
Oh my! Hit the bell,
Apple Crescent got it finally.
Apple Crescent, you are the winner of a Tommy Cat mug. If you don't have one, you have one now, and if you have one, you're going to have another one. So congratulations to Apple Crescent. You deserve it. Yes. All right, Apple Crescent's the winner. Okay, and also, can we mention Port of Miami, because that's where we're actually leaving from?
That is true.
That would have been. I was
looking for that is true. Port of Miami, where there's tons of things to do in Port of Miami. So get there ahead of time, right?
Yeah. Talk about that getting there like a day earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, my suggestion really is to come a day earlier, because again, you don't want anything to happen with your flights.
That's right.
The day of, any weather conditions, anything, holding your flight in, diverting your flight. I mean, because again, once the cruise leaves, that's it. You'd have to fly to the first port of call. And I've seen that happen.
Yeah. And on such a short cruise, you don't want to miss any of it.
Exactly. Wow. Hi, Beverly Edwards. I'm actually using my hair cream. I'm loving it. So I actually have my ponytail in. I had my hair out actually last week, and amazing. That's all I can say. And I have to ask you about a couple other things that are along with your other products, but that hair cream is really good. And it gives you nice edges too, by the way. Thank you, Beverly. But this is great. So I think we pretty much have everything summed up. Again, Tony will be coming in. He'll be popping in as much as he can, and much as much as he would like. Actually,
hey, I'll be on whenever you guys want me on. I'm on.
Yeah, I see you have your Rutgers alumni hoodie on. How did you make it to homecoming?
No.
Okay.
No. And part of the problem is because I teach there as well. So I'm a professor by day, guys. So I'm a professor at Rutgers and teaching supply chain management. So usually I'm ready to go home by the time I'm done with these kids, and I'm done.
Right. Well, this is homecoming season.
Yeah, right. True.
This is home. I mean, I didn't go to my homecoming either. I mean, I just felt like, weighing in and just going the page that I'm on, the group that I'm on, the majority of everyone was like, because it's big. And when the homecomes happen, you're jammed everywhere you go. I mean, jammed inside, outside. So it was a little iffy, because of so many indoor things that were planned. But I think 2022 is going to be the one for every homecoming. I know Tommy's homecoming was this past weekend. His was there as well. I think I saw my cousins there. I'm not sure, but most of my family went to his alma mater. Okay. Some of my family went to mine, but most of my family went to his.
Okay. But, so you guys did go to you guys did go to Tommy's homecoming?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No, he didn't. He normally goes every year. He never misses it. But this year, because of everything that's going on, we just sat out for 2020. 2022 will be the year. I think for the most part for everyone.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be like a real monumental year next year. And the cruise also is in 2022 as well. Mm-hmm. So, 2-2 is going to be all about you and everyone else. So that might be a little hashtag for New Year's Day. So yeah. So, we want to also hit on a couple other issues as well. Again, everyone, you have Tony's information. It's right in the chat. Contact him directly. He's your guy. He's our guy. He's my friend. Now he's your friend. And he's a guru. That's all I can say. You know what I want to tell you? Foxy also said that, whenever we needed a ride, Tony Bell, he used to get in his car. And he used
to I would take them anywhere.
That's what
they wanted to go.
She was like, "Oh my God!" She said, "I had so many fun times." I said,
"We had so much fun."
I said, "Just remember the parties in high school."
The parties! Oh my God! Oh my God! The parties!
Your parties were like legendary.
Oh yeah, those parties.
Like your whole backyard was just filled. I mean, like standing, you couldn't move. You couldn't move, and then your mom used to party with us.
You guys go way back.
Way back.
Yes.
Okay. Whoa.
Way back. Yes.
So.
Yes. Wow.
All I have to say is that the party continues, and everyone is in good spirits. Everyone is feeling great. We have our health, knock on wood, and everyone just keep yourselves healthy and do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like you just try to keep that instilled in yourself every day. Sometimes, you might, slip up, but again, just keep yourself focused on what's best for you. And during this time, because we are in a pandemic, but things are slowly, and my opinion, are gradually moving in a better direction.
Yeah.
And just again, looking at the numbers, I'm just looking at stats. I mean, they're numbers, it could be anything, but I'm just looking at what I see on the news. How's New Jersey's numbers looking, Marlene?
We're kind of up and down. Different parts of New Jersey has a little higher number than the state. I think here in Newark, we, you know what? I don't know. I'm not looking at the numbers, but just from what I hear on the street, I think that we still have an issue.
Okay.
We still have an issue.
That's very intense.
Yeah, Central's the same way. I think, I agree, Marlene. I think we've been up and down.
Okay.
But we still have a little ways to go.
Yeah.
It seems like they're getting better, but still, we're not out of the woods.
Right. We're not out of the woods, but we're okay.
Yep.
Right. So everything has cleared up with the nor'easter. I mean, it's a clearing. You guys are back in tomorrow. Everything's open back up.
Yeah, we were in today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. I see Hope Love out here. Hope has been on the channel. She's been giving some great commentary. And we'd love to see you on Sunday, Hope. I think you said you're out in Minnesota.
What? Minnesota?
Yeah, St. Paul, the capital.
I used to live out there. I used to live in Minneapolis for a minute.
Yeah. So we love to have you come on. So what's that? Okay. Okay. Let's see. So I want to also just talk about some other things. Did you guys hear about this? This is kind of sidebar off the topic of the traveling and the cruise, but Reese's cups, Reese's peanut butter cups. Do you know that they've decided on having a new brand to add potato chips to the Reese's peanut butter cups? This just came out of Reese's peanut butter cups.
Potato chips.
They are adding potato chips to the Reese's peanut butter cups, the traditional Reese's peanut butter cups. And they're saying because chocolate goes with everything. They want to try something new. And I think it's because of the holiday season. But I just watched it on the news actually like maybe a couple of hours ago. No. And, the thing about it is that what do people eat that's quirky that they put together? Because we know that that's quirky. Reese's peanut butter cups, peanut butter chocolate, and chips all together. What are some of the things that you might eat together that are quirky like that? And that's anyone in the chat. What things that you mix up that's not pretty much streamlined and mainstream that you think is delicious and most people will be like, oh, that's not good at all.
I agree with Beverly. No and yes as it relates to the peanut. No. Yeah, no.
That's how I thought when I heard it. I mean, you guys Google it. It's coming out. I mean, probably within the next month, 30 days. But they're putting potato chips in Reese's peanut. I mean, that's gonna ruin it. And I love eating Reese's peanut butter cups every so often. But that's what's new in little pop culture there today.
How about pineapple on pizza? I don't do that, but
someone mentioned that on the channel that
I know a lot of people like it. I do not like that.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Great. Oh, I love it.
You love it?
I do. I really do.
Really, Marlene?
Okay.
True.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Wow. Does anyone else like pineapples on their pizza? Anyone else? I've seen cranberries on their pizza.
What?
The actual cranberries.
Oh, cranberries on pizza?
On pizza, I've seen that. I don't know. I can't reach that far with it. Does anyone else have any combinations that they love to eat that most people probably would just like turn their noses up to?
Let me ask you guys, speaking of pineapples, how many of you have had pineapples with Chinese fried rice?
I have.
And didn't you like it?
Yeah, it's good. That's
good. Almost like the pizza thing a little bit.
I know. I just to see the topping like that. I'm open to try it, but it's just I've never had it. Someone says ham on pizza. Well, I guess
pineapple and ham on pizza.
I'm not doing the ham. Pepperoni I can do here or there, and maybe one or two just for a taste. But ham, I don't think I'm chopping any ham up.
So Donnie said I love pineapple on pizza. Okay.
Oh, Natasha said I was just thinking that
delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Anyone else eat anything quirky? Okay. All right, Hope. Very good. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyone else have any other combinations that they love to eat that we do not think is great? Just wanted to put that in there because that's like, everyone's buzzing and talking about, the Reese's peanut butter cup. Now being you're gonna see it on the market like within the next 30 days.
Yeah.
And also this year is going to be the most expensive Thanksgiving dinner ever in history.
Why is that? Like
what? For a number of things. Well, because of the supply
chain issues.
And the cargo, just being out there, not being able to get to the ports, and you have the shortage of staff work, labor. So all the prices have gone up.
Yeah.
And if you've noticed that the grocery stores, you'll see certain things are like not really there. It's just slowly like
a lot of stuff missing. Yeah.
A lot of stuff is missing. And they said that's what the holidays are going to look like. Even online. I mean, it's the same thing because it's still the same concept coming, being shipped in from other countries. It's going to be a very expensive holiday season.
So I bet you a lot of people start rushing to the supermarkets earlier than normal to start buying their Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah.
because they know that it's going to be, things are going to be out of stock.
It's everywhere in the news, and I mean, it's like nailed, and it's noted that 2021 is going to be the most.
So do as much of your shopping as early as possible.
There you go.
Okay. Oh wow.
Hit the bell, Marlene.
Squeeze your turkey if you have to, like whatever you got to do.
Marlene, hit the bell. You're the bell.
Oh,
You're the bell person. I don't have no bell. Thank you. Okay, I like the bell effect.
Early shopping.
Early shopping.
Right. My daughter and I may have mine catered. Ugh.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea.
We may.
Yeah.
But again, it's going to be very expensive now because they have to pay for their, they're paying for their food and everything's tripled and doubled up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know there's a guy here in Miami. He's Crabman 305. He has the best seafood mixed with soul food, delicious. He's actually just opened up a location in Atlanta, but he had listed a breakdown of stuff that he used to pay for, the prices of things and what it is now, and it's literally like 3 to 4 times the amount within like the last 4 months. The prices have hiked up, so everything is just like an inflation. It's
wow! But you say his food is delicious. I'm gonna have to check him out because I'm in Atlanta a lot now.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
he had the grand opening. Maybe I'm gonna say last weekend. Crabman 305. And go to his Instagram page.
I'm gonna check him out.
He's excellent. Everyone goes there when everyone's in town. Super Bowl, forget about it. I mean, everyone was there, and you'll see like all of his commentary. We actually went to a Super Bowl party there when we first moved down here, and they had the mega screen outside in the parking lot, and it was like,
wow,
it was really, really nice. But all that to say is that the food prices are just jacked up.
Yeah,
everything. So again, like Tony said, do your shopping now. I mean, I might have to get my turkey and make some room in my freezer right now, and not even get a big one, because it's like we're just going to be here and it's going to be very, very small and just very quaint.
Yep.
That's about it. That's about it. Bobby. Oh, hey, Bobby. Oh, wow. That's Bobby from Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Oh, my God. And, Tony, back to Foxy. She'll be here on Sunday. But we used to live in Brooklyn. We lived in Clinton Hills.
What?
And when we were bachelorettes. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
and we were 1 block away from Bed-Stuy.
I don't even want to know those stories.
Oh,
I don't even want to know.
And we were both working in entertainment, I was working all in news. She's doing the PR stuff with Madonna. And, it was like,
wow.
It was amazing. Wow. And literally like the summers in Brooklyn were everything. I mean, we were there for maybe like 3 years.
Okay.
And it was a nice duplex. You couldn't right now. I wouldn't even imagine what the rent is like there.
Oh, I'm sure.
But we even had a backyard. In Brooklyn?
Wow.
We had a connection, and it just worked out great. But we used to see Biggie all the time because literally they were like right around the corner, Little C's, and yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was a party. That's when we were hitting all the puffy parties. That's when we were hitting all the puffy. Because she worked with Bad Boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Bad Boy and everything.
Yeah.
So that was, just speaking of Brooklyn, I mean, that was like the best years ever. My bachelorette years.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stop right there. So, but everything's just great now. It's just, but great memories, for anyone that, of course, has their significant other. So, you reflect on your single life, and a lot of times, you have great memories as you should, we all should, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Bed-Stuy. Oh, Natasha's. I used to live in Bed-Stuy. Okay,
yeah.
Bed-Stuy. I mean, and it was nice. I used to get off the C train, the E train, and I used to walk like 3 blocks, maybe at like, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock at night. I never thought anything of it. It was fine. I mean, right down the street was like Spike Lee's joint. When he first came out with was it 40 Acres and a Mule?
Yeah.
Right. So that was there, and they used to have the Spike Lee block parties. So that area was really, really, popping. It was really hot. And I mean, now it was getting diverse back then. And I'm sure it's like a whole nother season there right now. I would love to go back to Brooklyn, right in that area, to see what it's like now. So if anybody lives in Brooklyn, take some footage, some video, You're down over there near the Washington and Gates area, Washington and Gates, near the Junior's Cheesecake, which I miss so much. I love my Junior's Cheesecake. But yeah. So there you go.
Nice.
More in the news. Okay, we want to talk to you guys about this. And we had briefly, I think I briefly had a conversation with you, Marlene. And this is kind of like on the more serious notes. And we do want to get some of our viewers to weigh in on this. What does it say, Bobby? Okay. Yeah, please do. Thank you, Spoiled Princess with the heart. Okay, you guys are really, really coming in there. But we want to hear from you about this topic. So now, with all that's going on with the Gabby Petito and the Brian Laundrie situation, which is very unfortunate, very sad, very, very eerie and odd, especially when you see the video and the footage of the young couple who they were doing a traveling, they were on this traveling venture, this journey, and they were hitting all these states. They were in the Midwest, Wyoming, and things of that nature. And of course, we all know about what happened. She ended up, being killed by him. They showed a lot of video with them arguing, with the cops being involved. And the parents were like, oh, he was the nicest guy. We never knew. They were very, very young. I guess maybe they were in their early 20s.
Yeah.
And then, then they were like, well, where is Brian? I'm sure his parents, of course, they had something to do with his location. But now, of course, they found his remains. And this is like, when did they find his remains? Maybe like over last week, I'm going to say.
A week and a half ago, I think.
Yeah.
Sometime last week. And they saw his backpack, a couple of things around. He was near a swamp, right?
In Florida.
Now, a lot of people are weighing in and they have their conspiracy theories, whether it be suicide, eaten by maybe alligators, or just someone actually killed him. And they might even say the person who killed her killed him. I mean, just all these stories are going around. What are your feelings about that, Marlene?
Wow.
What you know so far right now about the story?
You're asking about my feelings?
Or your opinion, or what is your weighing on the whole situation?
Tragic all the way around. Tragic all the way around.
Yeah.
I don't know. My feelings, that's the key word. I won't share my feelings, but I'm going to share what I read on Facebook. One person posted, if you took my daughter on a trip and turned back without her, you'd be missing too.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. I mean, it's just, sad because I think he may have just like snapped, and you see these people, that walk around with a smile on their face, and yet they have all of these demons, all these things going on where anything can trigger them, and they will go from like 0 to 100. And
it's definitely sad, though. It's just definitely sad. I'm sorry to cut you off. Definitely sad.
That's okay.
And when the couple, when they were interviewed by the cops, I thought that more should have been done by the officers to protect the young lady. I thought that more should have been done. Like, there was an assumption, I felt, that by the officers that maybe this man was okay.
Okay.
And
because he looked normal. I mean, he didn't look threatening. He didn't pose a threat.
Yeah. And what happened was just so horrible. That was my thought. They should have done more to protect her or to isolate her from him, to get her away from him. Right,
because when they interviewed her, I think he was just literally just sitting right there. He was able to hear everything on the body cam from the officers. So she wasn't really, like you said, like she wasn't isolated. Right. And they were able to tell, explain what's going on.
Right. If she were isolated, she could say, well, yes, I really need you to get me out of here. But he was there listening to her as she spoke to the officers.
Yeah, and there was fear. And then, now, do you think he actually committed suicide, or I mean, what are you? Tell me, are you following this story at all? Have you?
I am.
What do
Yeah.
you?
And I did watch even some of the video. I watched
Okay.
probably about 20 minutes of a 46-minute video when she was
Mhm.
being interviewed in the car, in the
Right.
squad car, and he was kind of standing off to the side. And I agree with you, Marlena. Honestly, I think that they should have done more, and not necessarily to isolate her, although I think they probably should have, but to get to the bottom of what went on, because she even claimed that, hey, I hit him. I hit him first, and
Yeah.
then she ended up having marks on her arm and marks on her face, and you can tell she was trying to cover up for him, and
Yes.
so it was obvious to me that there was more to it. But I agree. I don't think the officers did enough to even try to get to the bottom of what was really happening there, because it
Right.
was clearly obvious. It was obvious that they were fighting, physically
Exactly.
fighting. So yeah, yeah, I agree. It was just really, it was really sad. It was scary. I think he did commit suicide.
Okay. Just
I
got
don't
tired
know,
of
I
running.
don't know, but I think that's, and until we hear because I think what the last the autopsy that they did was inconclusive,
Right.
right? So I
Mhm.
think they're now going back and trying to go through another one to figure out what really happened to him.
Yeah.
But so I don't think we'll really know until we get those results back, to be honest.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a really, it is sad and tragic. And it's funny that, we're talking about this because I'm watching this Netflix series called You, and it's kind of based on, someone that you're dating who may look like the perfect guy, the perfect person, and then they are a psychotic killer. Like but this guy, you have to watch the series. I mean, I started watching it on Saturday. I was glued to it it's 3 seasons long.
Wow.
And a season is 10 episodes. So do the math. There are 3 seasons. I just started season 3.
You are in it.
Oh, and Saturday I was just like this. Oh my God. And I wanted to get up and I was like, I couldn't move. It is so good. You have to watch YOU. And it's based on this guy who he transfixes himself on people, and he actually he becomes obsessive. And his name is Joe, and he's works in a book. So I don't want to be a spoiler.
I can't wait to watch this.
You have to watch it. He works in the book, so he's like a bookworm. He can break, and what he does, when he sees women come in, he breaks them down. And then if he might have a liking towards them, he'll pursue them. And what he does, he follows them around like for their entire day. He wear a baseball cap and he kind of sees how they move. And then, then he goes to them and he puts on his own, put his moves on them, and, goes into play and lures them in his life. And then his thing is, if anyone cheats on him, he kills them. All right. And I'm not going to say anything else or an inkling. And then the whole season progressive, and it gets there's a twist to it, and it goes even deeper, and it is just like a psychological thriller, and it's just
I'm in.
It's crazy. And all of this to say is that what if you find out that the guy, and this is for the girls out here, the ladies out here.
Oh, I'm single.
Or even guys, what if you're dating someone and you find out or have an idea that they might be a murderer or a killer? What signs do you think? I mean, do you think you would be able to pick up on any type of signs? Because in these cases, no one was able to pick up on a sign. I mean, it's purely like you're falling for someone, and he's a good looking guy, and he shows no he definitely is open to all races, as you'll see in the movie, you'll see in the series, and and ladies are very attracted to him for several reasons, and that's all I'm going to say.
Well, Renita, what I think that there are always signs. What I think happens is that we don't trust our instincts. I think that's what happens. We're dating someone, we're going out with them, and we feel a little something, and then we brush it off.
Right.
And so, I'm crazy. Let me stop this. I think that's the issue, the problem. That we don't pay attention to that little something inside that says, what was that? What did he say? Or what did she say? Or whatever. That's That's the problem.
And then it gets covered up very fast, very easily, because these type of people, this type of person that we're going to call just psychotic, with like a little passive aggressiveness, but they can maneuver themselves and camouflage themselves into something that they know that you want. You know what I mean? And it could be very tricky, I think, especially when you're dating someone. Has anyone felt that way about someone who they have dated in the past, and they just were like, oh? And I had someone that I wanted to come on, and I was waiting to get back because she actually was in this situation. And if she's not on, hopefully we can get her on Sunday, because firsthand, she found out that the person that she was dating was a killer. She found that, and I don't know how she found out. I would like her to tell the story, but when she found out, that was it. It was over, and it was very
Oh, I'm sneaking on here on Sunday. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I actually met the guy, and we met him together, and then they started dating. And then she ended up she found out that
what did you think of the guy when you first met him?
Right. It was at a club. We were out. It was at an event. I wasn't sitting down having a long conversation. It was just like, hi, how are you? This and that. I didn't notice anything odd about him. Nothing. Nothing.
Wow.
And it was a small interaction with him. But she would talk to him on the phone. Oh yeah, I talked to him and everything's great. We went out, and I'm like, wow, everything is really moving. And then something had happened. And like I said, I'm going to let her tell the story because I don't want to mix anything up. And she's very candid and very matter of factly, and I'm sure she would not have a problem with talking about it. So we'll wait to hear from her on Sunday. But someone said, Spoiled Princess said there are always signs. Okay, like you said, Marlene, there's always something. And if a friend of a friend of a friend, can find out things, you know what I mean, about people. I mean, I don't know. But I guess there are different ways, but you just want to just be careful out there. And, again, with this case, it happened here with Gabby Petito. It's
so sad.
I mean, it's real. It's real. And, all this is just all connected, and it's just showing you how real that this is. So ladies and gentlemen, be careful, because it can go both ways.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
Definitely happen. People, a little twisted there.
In any type of situation, it can happen.
Exactly, in any type of situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys.
Absolutely, any type of situation, man or woman.
Exactly. So, okay, you know what? We don't want to keep everyone on too long. We just wanted to come in, share some things, have a little dialogue, talk about the cruise, and we will be back on Sunday, and we will be back even maybe of other days after that too. But again, we wanted to congratulate Apple Crescent for winning her Morning Time mug. And all the viewers out there watching, again, everyone is welcome to the cruise. We'd love to see you there. We want to party with you. We want to communicate. We want to socialize. We want to know who you are. We want to see you. We want to. It's a retreat. And again, thank you, Tony. As always, you're the one. And anyone who has any additional questions, who needs to book, having trouble booking, contact Tony
Reach
Bell.
out to me. Yep, anytime.
Perfect. All right. So again, you guys, thanks for cutting the cake with us, and thanks for eating the cake with us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you later, everybody. Have a good evening.
All right, guys. Take care of yourself.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Okay.
You turn it off and then come out of it. You turn it off and then you turn it off and then you go back on.
That's what I'm doing. Have a great night, everybody. Just trying to turn the live off there.